you guys can see down here in my dirty truck, I'm looking at well, good afternoon everybody. How y'all doing? Pretty good here, and welcome to the channel. Gonna do a couple things today. First of all, we're gonna wash the truck, but I'm not gonna video that. But the big thing that I'm gonna do, this is gonna be an epic mod for me, and probably for a lot of you guys too. And what that is I'm gonna raise the seats inside the Tacoma. You know, a lot of people complain, me too, about the seating position in the Toyota Tacoma. You know, it's almost like it sits too much like this, you know, when it really needs to sit more like this, or you do when you're in the seat, because it kind of feels like you're flattened out when you sit in these seats. I don't know why they do that, but they do. So what I'm looking at doing, you guys can see down here in my dirty truck, I'm looking at potentially, assuming there's room to do it, putting some spacers in underneath the brackets on the seat itself. You can see there's a screw there, and there's a screw over there. And I'm thinking, if I can raise these up, and I don't really see anything in the way underneath there, if I can raise this up by putting some kind of a spacer here, about 2 inches or so, I think that's all it would take, then I would be able to attain the angle that I want in the Tacoma. Now let's go ahead and look in the back. If you look back here, because obviously you're going to have to put spacers back here as well, or you're going to have a problem. I'm assuming that underneath, get that out of the way, that underneath this cover here, and I'm sure that's all that really is. Yeah, I'm not going to pull it off right now, but I'm assuming that underneath here is another bolt, and then the same thing, of course, over here on this side, so that indeed I can raise this seat up. Now, the thing that I'm concerned with then, of course, in doing that is how much headroom is that going to leave me inside the truck. I mean, the way the Tacoma is now, when you get in, you guys can see here, you kind of have to step up into the truck, you know? So you really have to clear the door frame here to get in, which is not really a problem. I mean, I think that's okay. So then how much headroom is there up above? Now, I can't see what you guys are seeing right now, but hopefully you can see, for me anyway, and I'm a towering 5'9", that there is plenty of room between my head and the ceiling. So if I raise the seat up as much as maybe 2 inches, I'm not exactly sure how much I really need to do, I can still have plenty of clearance up above my head. And the other thing that that you have to think about, I guess, if you're going to do this, is the pedal position down here. Now you can see, again, it's more of a stretched out kind of thing, and then the wheel as well. I mean, I don't have a lot of room, you know, between the steering wheel and my leg right now. I mean, that's it. So if I raise this seat up a couple of inches, you know, this part back here of me, if you will, is going to raise up to about that level. So if I do that, then how much more steering wheel room do I have, I guess, to move? So let's go ahead and take a quick look at that. I'll set you guys down here, and I want to see how much more room I have in the steering wheel. Right there is where I have it right now. So I can only go up that much further. That's it. So there's not a lot of room to be able to adjust this steering wheel up and down, if you will. Right now I run it probably about right there. So that's about ½ an inch. You guys can see here, hopefully. Yeah, that's about ½ an inch. So I run it about right there. I'm looking at moving it up that high once I raise the seat. So that's the other thing I have to be concerned with if I do this. Now, what I'm going to do, I have heard there are kits and stuff out there that you can get where you can actually put a whole new rail in on each side going underneath those factory brackets on the seats to be able to raise this seat a little bit higher. So I'm going to see if indeed there are any kits out there that I can utilize to do this. And then the other thing I'm curious about, the bolts that go down through. Obviously, I would think, you're going to need a longer bolt, because surely the factory didn't give you enough bolt hanging out on the other end, you know, what, 2 inches, inch and a half, to be able to accommodate for raising these seats up. So I got to think that you're going to have to replace the bolts as well. So I'll be looking for a kit that gives me that too. So the kit needs to include some sort of a block or bar or something that's going to go underneath the existing rail, and I guess 4 new bolts for each seat. Now, I had mentioned this to Krista. She has complained, that's my wife, she has complained about being able to raise or lower her seat as well. So she wants to do the same thing over on the other side. So I guess if I do it to my side, I'm going to have to do it to her side as well. We'll see. I don't know. But that's what we're going to look at. And hopefully that'll work out, because that'll make it much more comfortable in here than it currently is. That's for sure. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to investigate that. Again, I think that is an epic mod. If I could get these seats to a more Tundra-like, let's say, configuration, that would be awesome, and it really would change the way the seats and stuff feel in this truck. It would just be awesome. One more thing that I'm going to do, this is, there's actually 2 more things. The MBRP exhaust is on its way. I expect to have that hopefully within the next few days, so there'll be an install and all that good stuff coming up on that. And then I've also got some new bulbs coming for the headlights on the truck here. We're going to replace the little bulb, the halogen bulbs that you guys might be able to see in there. I don't know. Those should be here early next week too, and we're going to get those changed out, see how those are. I've never had them before, so should be fun to do. I've never changed them before in a vehicle either. Typically don't have the vehicle long enough, so that should be pretty fun. Anyway, just wanted to come out here, show you guys the epic mod that I've got coming up. I can't wait. It's really going to change the way the truck feels, I think, for me. And maybe some of you guys will be interested in that too. I know a lot of people complain about the seating position in the Tacoma, so should be fantastic. Anyway, appreciate you guys watching. Please give this video a big thumbs up. Click that subscribe button if you haven't before. And we'll see you next time on the web. Have a good day. Bye. A little treat for you real quick. What just popped by as I was finishing up the video. Just thought I'd show you guys.